Hey everyone, it's Carissa Wiley here for Concord and Ninth. Thanks for joining me today. Say hello to the brand new For the Record stamp set and coordinating die set from Concord and Ninth. These products work so well together, or you can use them on your own to create a variety of different card projects. I think you're gonna love them. Now this stamp set stamps twice to create a full A2 size background. It has some adorable coordinating sentiments and accent pieces that you can stamp as well. Now I'm gonna demonstrate how to use this stamp set in just a bit, but this is going to give you a great multicolor background in kind of a pop art style that I think you're gonna love. The For the Record die set also has some great options that can be used in conjunction with this background stamp or on their own with a variety of styles of cards. Now I've die cut them all to show you and started out with these ovals here that layer on top of each other. I've also used that ray pattern to die cut from that top oval to add that design. There's this mini milk crate and this mini record sleeve, and those are so much fun. And there is a mini record in this die set as well. So here's the other dies that are included. You can see that I've gone ahead and assembled that little mini milk crate as well as the mini record sleeve. I've used the gold star in the center of these records, but there's also a little record label that you can use. You can use the For the portion of the sentiment as either a knockout or the individual letters. And then of course there's the word record along with the backer piece as well. And here's that little record label that you can use on the records. It's so much fun, and I love that you can use that little record to slide in and out of the record sleeve. Now I am using my all-in-one turnabout jig just to hold my paper in place. You don't need the turnabout jig to use this particular background stamp from Concord and Ninth, but I like using it on a stamp like this to just hold my paper in place as I'm stamping. So I've gone ahead and positioned my stamp over my cardstock. This is an A2 size piece of cardstock, so it measures 4 1/4 by 5.5 inches. And I've picked up the stamp with the door of the Misty, and I've inked it up in grapefruit ink, and now I'm pressing that onto my A2 size card panel. Now I'm going to clean this stamp, and then I'm going to remove the stamp from the lid and rotate the stamp. But before I do that, I'm just putting the little protective sheet from my all-in-one turnabout jig over my cardstock, just in case I have some moisture or extra ink on my stamp. So now I'm going to take this stamp and I'm going to rotate it to where the top is on the bottom. So you're going to rotate it 180 degrees, and you're going to place it over and line it up on the stamping that you've already done. It positions really nicely. And the great thing about this stamp is really that it lends itself to kind of being a little offset at times. If it's not perfect, this pop art style really is forgiving. So now that I've rotated my stamp, not my paper, 180 degrees and picked it up on the lid of my Misty, I'm now stamping this in mushroom ink from Concord and Ninth, and now I have my pattern. It was super easy to do. Now this is a great two-tone background here, but if you want to add more pops of color, Concord and Ninth has included this little accent stamp, and it's so fun for just adding splashes of color here and there. You could do it on all the records, but that might be a little much. And I'm just using the back of the packaging of the For the Record stamp set to guide me in where I'm stamping these various boxes of color around the stamps. You can stamp them a little offset because it's fun like that. And once I'm done stamping, I'm just going to peel my all-in-one turnabout jig away from my cardstock, and I have this great background. Now let's look at all of these products in action. First of all, I've created this card, and I thought it would be the perfect Father's Day card. For the record, you are simply the best. And I created this with an actual record for the O that rotates. And I made it out of gold. The gold matte cardstock from Concord and Ninth is one of my favorite. And I think that this gold adds some really fun accents on this card. Now, speaking of gold records, I've also created this in a different colorway, and I've created it with a spinning record. This larger record is from the Greatest Hits die set, which is also part of this release and coordinates wonderfully with this For the Record stamp and coordinating die set. I think you're going to have fun mixing and matching the various products from this release, including this For the Record stamp and die set. I know I had a great time creating with it, and I can't wait to see how you all mix and match these various products and the color palettes that you use to create your very own pop art inspired projects.